Hi guys, what's up? It's Joel Pitt here, back with another video, and in this video it'll be for Love Island 2023 Series 9 episode 43. I'll leave a link down below to episode 42. Of course, it's going to be spoilers, so without further ado, let's get on with it. So the boys were having a catch-up talk. Rosie and Keenan were talking, and I think Keenan was asking, was there any pillow talk? Did you have any cuddles? Then the girls are catching up. Casey made Claudia a coffee, but instead of making it in a cup, he made it in a bowl because there was no cups left, and he gave her a straw for her to drink it. But instead, Tom brought it up. He didn't bring it up, so I don't know what that means. Casey told Tom and Will about liking Rosie more. Casey and Rosie were speaking. She's saying she does like a hairy bloke, but she doesn't like chest hair. She doesn't mind body hair, but doesn't like chest hair. She says she has no tattoos. He has a tattoo on his bum. And she was like, oh, can we see it? And we're like, there's a time and place for that, Rosie. Sanam and Lana and then Claudia came over. Well, Sanam and Lana were talking, and then Claudia came over, and then they were talking about Casey. Tanya said she had some bad dreams, and then Shaq was like, oh, are they bad enough? And then she didn't end up telling. Then there was a text, the Snog married pie. So basically, if you've not seen Love Island, basically it's the boys and the girls, they choose someone who they want to snog, someone that they want to marry, and then someone that they want to pie. And sometimes if you're on a bit of the ropes, Casey, between two people, it's like you've got to, stick it on someone, and then of course, you're probably going to get pies in your face after. So Will was up first. He gave a little kiss to Claudia. He married Jessie, and then he pied Lana. Ron gave a little kiss to Tanya, married Lana, and then pied Sammy. Tom snogged Sammy, married Claudia, and then pied Rosie. Keenan snogged Claudia, married Tanya, and then pied Sammy. Kai snogged Sanam, married Lana, and then pied Tanya. Shaq I think gave a little kiss, or sort of, to Lana, married Tanya, and then pied Olivia. Maxwell snogged Olivia, married Claudia, and then pied Tanya. And then finally of the guys, this was a big one. He snogged Rosie, so I feel he's more leaning towards Rosie instead of Claudia. And then Claudia said, if he decides to marry, I'm going to throw that ring in his face. And then, he decided to marry Claudia and then pie Sammy. And I think in the season with Anton and Belle, he kissed, I think it was Anna, but instead of giving like a peck or something, he gave like a proper snog. Then he decided to marry Belle, and she was like, no, I'm not having any of this. You can take the ring back and all this. So we were like, oh God. Then it was the girls' turn. Lana decided to give a little kiss to Shaq, married Ron, and then pied Casey. And then Jessie gave a little kiss to Keenan, and then married Will, and then pied Shaq. Tanya was about to kiss Kai, but then she swerved, and then I think did Maxwell instead, kissed Maxwell, and then married Shaq, and then pied Casey. Sanam gave a little kiss to Tom, married Kai, and then pied Casey. Olivia was about to kiss Keenan, but then she said, I don't want a seventh couple, so snogged Maxwell, and then was about to marry Tom, but then she was like, I need to stretch my leg. So she ended up marrying Shaq, and then all of a sudden, I think she was about to pie Keenan, but then instead went for Kai, but she was saying, I wish there was one for each of you, and then she was like, she didn't want to kiss any other boy apart from Maxwell. Rosie was next, snogged Casey, and it was between two, for her to marry. It was between Will and Keenan, and then she was like, put your hand out for Will, and then didn't marry Will, and then ended up marrying Keenan, and then pied Kai. Sammy was about to kiss Keenan, but ended up snogging Tom, and then was about to marry Casey, and then didn't, ended up marrying Shaq, and then pied Will. And then Claudia nearly went for Casey, but then went for Keenan, married Tom, and then pied Casey, of course. And then when Will got pied, he was like, no more wet gel look, get the cream pie look. So the people the boys that were not pied were Maxwell, Ron, Tom and Keenan, and the girls not pied were Sanam, Jessie and Lana. For the girls not snogged, it was only Jessie, and then for the boys it was Ron, Kai and Will, and then for the girls not married, it was Rosie, Sanam, Olivia and Sammy, and then for the boys was Will and Casey. Rosie said she might have another snog with Casey tonight. Maxwell did like a love you on the shower window to Olivia, and she was like, oh no. Boys said she had Claudia's, well, Casey was talking to the boys and they sort of had Claudia's back more than Rosie, because in the challenge Tom pied Rosie and married Claudia, and Casey was just like, you know, I thought you had my back and all this, but I think they just talked it out. They were all right. Then Casey and Shaq talked about it, and then eventually Casey decided to end it with Claudia. But yeah, that is all for this video. Thank you very much for watching. Hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you in the next one.